Memory is brought to you by Huggies Pull-Ups, the big kid training pants.
I've had so many women in my life. I'm embarrassed when I go out.
Pick a wedding date.
You do drive a hard bargain.
I'm no good with fancy words or anything, but Delana, will you marry me? This is the most honest proposal I ever made till I got on my knee and proposed to Olympia 40 years ago. I love you, Pitt.
I want to die as your wife, not as your mistress or anything like that. Will you marry me?
Miss Renee Devine, will you please marry me?
I will with all my heart.
Come on, let's tie the knot.
All I'm going to say is all the wives were just the greatest. They're just different people, and some were fun, and I wasn't that much fun sometimes for them.
Now I pronounce you dead.
This is One Life to Live's 30th anniversary.
Previously on One Life to Live.
This isn't fair to Cassie, me, or you. I'm gonna leave in the morning.
Wait a second, wait. You can't leave. I'm asking you please not to do anything impulsive.
I killed Georgie Phillips. I'm guilty.
And that's how I want to plead.
When it comes to lies and manipulation, Lindsay is world class.
To what end?
To stop me from being happy, for one thing.
Barbara, I don't know how we ever managed without you. You are a saint. I'm not. Oh, you are, you are. You got John Sykes to reinstate Drew as backup in that top secret call that came in while we were at the station.
That was probably about Todd.
Oh, yeah, but nobody was talking, so it was better that we left.
You know, I think maybe I should go to the Banner.
No, honey. Come on. You're driving yourself too hard. Besides, we deserve a little time alone together. Come on. I'm going to go pick up River at his play date. Drop him off at Andrews, and then I will be all yours.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna check on David.
Why? Because you think that he really might need something, or because you want to avoid me?
Because David is the reason why I'm here.
Okay. Is that how we're supposed to do this? We're gonna just pretend that none of this happened?
Well, I thought that was what you wanted to do. Otherwise, how are you going to keep living this lie with Cassie?
I'm sorry. No. It's all my fault, Mr. Buchanan.
Only my daughter's girlfriends call me Mr. Buchanan. I do have to admit that you look young enough to be going to school with him.
Well, you weren't this silver-tongued when I met you at her graduation party. Ow!
What'd you do, sprain your ankle?
Oh, don't worry about it.
It could be starting to swell.
No, I'll just hobble back to my room. Oh.
I got you.
You sure do.
Now, about that robe.
Hey, watch it.
No. I was just going to say that if I had known, of course, I would have brought along some furry little bunny slippers to go along with it. You know, that dress,
Sam, the dress was beautiful.
Look, I want you to know, that dress looked a lot better on you than it did on Lindsay.
How much better?
You need me to tell you that?
Is your ex-wife always so manipulative like this?
You haven't seen anything yet.
Oh, I think we are about to.
I'm sorry, Mr. Buchanan. Mrs. Carpenter left. But your table is still available.
That'll be fine, Gerald. The lady sprained her ankle.
Yeah, something by the window would be really nice. Thanks.
Sure. Well, that was fast.
Sam, is she trying to get you?
No. This is not for my benefit.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah. This is called, playing with your prey. I know all the signs.
Good Lord. How did you put up with that for 18 years?
More mushu, anyone? Huh? Here you go.
No, thanks.
Huh?
Ricky, how about you?
It's good.
I'm not really that hungry.
So, RJ, how are things going at the community center, huh?
Fine. It's fine. I'm there every day, packaging up canned goods for the food pantry or sweeping, whatever, trying to pay my debt to society.
You know, I didn't buy any dessert, but I bet we have some ice cream.
Mom, why don't we just try to stop acting like this is a normal family dinner?
Well, we are a family.
Yeah, we are that. And I'm a family killer. Just going to prison.
That's not necessarily how the system works, and you know it.
It's not about the system, Mom, and what's right for it. It's about what's right for me.
Sam can get you off.
Why should Sam want to get me off? Since I'm a killer. Mama, I'm going to prison. And, I can deal with that. Can you guys?
Self-defense. You were provoked. Georgie could have killed you.
They're not going to let me do this.
It's not up to them, is it?
No.
RJ, stay out of this, okay?
No, Daddy. He's really the only one who understands.
That is not true, Rachel.
I don't want to look for some loophole that's going to tell me that I'm not guilty when I know that I am. I want to feel like a fraud for the rest of my life. It's not right?
Come on, baby, don't listen to him.
Okay, but you listen to her.
I know what I want. Or should I say, what I don't want. And that is some humiliating trial where I have to testify and relive these events over and over again. Where in the end, I'm still guilty.
Guilty or not, my dear, that does not necessarily mean you have to go to prison.
Mom! There are all kinds of prisons.
Sweetie, this is what you talk to your lawyer about. This is what you talk to Sam about.
You know what? I'm not going to argue about this with you, okay? Tired? I'm going to go to sleep. Good night. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But I can't pretend anymore.
Take a bad situation and make it worse? Or do you just want Rachel as miserable as you are?
She certainly wasn't limping when I left her suite a while ago.
Well, hey, don't look at me when you say that. I don't think I've ever kicked a woman in the shins.
That's good to know.
Gerald, I'm gonna need a bar towel and a bucket of ice. Oh, and put a bottle of champagne in that bucket while you're at it, will you?
Certainly.
Thank you.
I didn't know that champagne could cure a sprained ankle.
You didn't? You didn't know that?
No. I feel better already.
Good. Your ex-husband is sure looking at us.
I know. I can feel his eyes in the center of my back. You know, it's so unfair.
What is?
He's the one that wanted the divorce. Yet I'm expected to go on forever being his ex, the mother of his children, and heaven forbid I should go out and get a life of my own.
Well, it can be kind of hard letting a marriage die, even when you know it's all over.
Yeah, I know. Tonight was supposed to be our 18th wedding anniversary. Sam always insists we spend it together, you know, for old time's sake. I even bought this dress. I guess I should feel relieved that he broke our date to have dinner with Blair, but I can't help but feel like a cast-off old shoe.
Well, you shouldn't. The man's a damn fool. And she was nothing but trouble.
You know, I couldn't help but notice when Clinton walked in, he barely acknowledged you.
Well, I'm not too popular with the Buchanan clan.
Really? Is that because you were married to Todd, or is that because you were married to Asa before Todd?
Yes?
Yes.
I was after money back then.
And now?
Well, I wouldn't kick it out of my bed, but I do realize that there are more important things in life.
So, you were a gold digger.
Yeah?
Anything else?
Asa might call me a black widow spider.
Is that because you tried to eat him alive?
He was having heart trouble a couple of years ago, and when we were married, the old coot just collapsed in front of me, and he had this crazy idea that I wasn't going to give him his pills.
Is that true?
You sure you want to know?
Not really.
Look, John, the lady and I will be moving out to the terrace, okay? I can tell he's making you uncomfortable.
You don't miss a thing, do you? She's good. Sam, she's real good. A few minutes ago, Clint was having dinner with Vicky.
Yeah, well, Lindsay feels an obligation whenever she sees a man alone.
Can we not analyze your ex-wife now?
By all means. You know, I noticed you ate everything on your plate, even your garnish. You have a heck of an appetite.
You're damn right, and you're paying, so I'm going to order some dessert, too.
I offered to leave last night, and you told me not to make a decision right away, but we can't keep living like this.
I know. I'm trying to figure it out.
Oh, God, Kevin, we made such a terrible mistake.
Wait a second. This was not a mistake. This was two people who thought that they were going to die. And we embraced life.
Oh, maybe so, but that doesn't excuse it.
I'm not looking for an excuse. What happened, we both know is not going to happen again.
Do we? Do you know how I feel every time Cassie says thank you and, oh, you're such a wonderful person? Oh.
She's saying what I wish I could say to you.
Oh, nice. So you're grateful. You're grateful to me for bringing you the gun and for taking care of your family and for taking care of David.
All I know is that I feel better when I have you around, when I have you here.
Here for what? What are you trying to say?
Nothing can change the fact that I love you.
I disappoint you over and over and over.
That is so untrue. Oh, from the very first moment that they laid you in my arms, I felt complete. And I know that things were never easy for you. And I didn't help. I wasn't a very good mother. But I would watch you in awe as you'd fight those battles all on your own. All on your own. Partly because you insisted. And partly because you had no choice. I just wasn't there. But they were battles that you won. Even the one against drugs. It was a horrible time for all of us. But you won it. I don't want you to have to fight any more battles alone. You don't have to do this one alone. You can win this. But let us help you.
If I do, I'll be lost.
Why?
Because you'll be taking away the one thing that I like about me, Mom. My strength. My ability to do something on my own. I need to accept this punishment and see it through. It's the only way I'll be able to earn a fresh start.
You have so much potential.
Yeah, Mom. But potential is just potential. And I want you to be proud of me. I do. But I have to be proud of myself.
You don't have to go to prison. It's self-defense. Sam could plead out self-defense.
Oh, Mom. I'm not arguing with you this, okay? I'm not arguing with you about this again, okay? Please. I need to sleep. I need to sleep. Please.
I want something ooey and gooey and really, really chocolatey. Mousse? Oh, a big fatty Claire. Now, have you had the Death by Chocolate here?
No.
It's absolutely incredible.
Tell you what, why don't we have one of each sent up to the suite?
And what are we going to do with them up there?
I don't know. We'll think of something.
How's that?
Cold.
Well, it ought to bring the swelling down.
Thank you, Dr. Buchanan.
Well, you know, when you grow up on a ranch, you have to learn to fend for yourself. And that works real good for horses, too. This, however, is strictly a people remedy.
Does it work on broken hearts?
Well, with time, I think they mend on their own.
Do they? Believe it or not, I actually feel sorry for that young woman with Sam. Once upon a time, I thought I could make him forget Nora.
Well, nobody can make Nora forget Bo. And I hope your ex-husband is smart enough to realize that.
Oh, I think he has.
Besides, maybe you and Sam can have another shot at it. People have been known to remarry.
That thought has crossed my mind. But at some point, you have to realize that your time with a person has passed and that it is never going to come again. What is it?
Oh, I was just thinking that we might have more in common than I even realized.
Oh, yeah? How so?
Oh, no, you don't. No, no. I'm not going to dump my troubles on you. Tell me, how's the ankle?
You know, sometimes it helps to share.
So am I a convenience? Am I just a nice little thing to have around?
I didn't mean that.
What did you mean? Karen, Are you afraid that Cassie will learn the truth if I leave? Is that really why you want me to stay?
If that's what you think of me, then you don't know me at all.
I know that you would do just about anything to make sure you don't hurt her.
And I would never hurt you.
Yeah, but you see, that's not possible. You can't do both things, and I'm not so sure that you're ready to make the choice. So I guess I'll have to make it for you. I'm going.
Please don't.
I have to. What else do you want me to do? There's nothing else we could do. How?
I don't know. I don't know. We'll do it. We'll find a way.
That's what you said at the police station, but for 1 second, I hoped, I thought maybe, but no, it's not possible. It just...
Excuse me, but David's asleep.
I didn't realize you were here.
Obviously. Barbara, you seemed upset.
No, actually, she wasn't upset. She was standing up for Cassie.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know my daughter needed a champion.
Well, it was my fault, really. I mean, I was all bent on going down to the Banner and working on the Todd story, and Barbara explained that Cassie and I really need some time alone away from work.
How perceptive.
You said that David was sleeping, right? But I think I'm going to go in and check in.
No need. He and I had a long chat before he dozed off. I made sure he took his meds.
Right, well, in that case, I guess I'll...
salad stuff, and I think that we should have a big... Mother! When did you get here?
About an hour ago. I had a very nice visit with your father before he fell asleep.
Oh, that's terrific. That's terrific. You'll stay for dinner? I've got more than enough for all of us.
You know what? I'm actually not very hungry. I think I'm going to turn in early tonight.
Oh, okay.
You'll stay for dinner, won't you?
I wouldn't dream of it. I'm going to make a quick stop in the powder room, and then I'll be on my way. Your Barbara is quite right. Young people in love need time together.
That's weird. Mother calling her your Barbara. I'm sorry, darling. But if anything, she's my father's Barbara. Oh, well, that's my mother.
You know, Lindsay, you were killed to be able to eat like that.
Well, I have a great metabolism.
Yeah, so I noticed. This couch kind of constricts me a little bit, you know?
You know, I think we're going to need a little bit more space to improvise. What do you think?
My sentiments. You know, I have this other room in there.
You do?
I do, yeah.
You know what?
Check it out.
Mm-hmm. I can be a very conventional woman.
Really? Well, I won't be disappointed.
No, not. Wait a minute. What? Looks like your ex-wife left a little calling card. Sam, what the hell is this? Did I hear the maitre d' say that you were here with Vicky?
Yes, it wasn't exactly an evening to remember.
Don't tell me it was your anniversary, too.
No. No, and I don't think it will be again anytime soon.
You know, from what I hear, you and Vicky are very different people.
Oh, you can say that again. But you know, it worked for us in the beginning. She liked my grit. I admired her grace.
It was like that for me and Sam, too, except I was the one with the grit, and Sam was raised to believe that the world was his oyster. You know, they say opposites attract. It's so hard to make it work. Well, maybe he should have married Nora. I think he'd like to have somebody that has the same interests and thinks the way he does.
You know, Vicky left me for a fellow who wanted to sit around and talk about books and ethics and psychology.
Some people talk, some people do.
Yeah, I guess.
You seem like a man of action to me.
Well, I think sometimes I act when I should just back off and leave well enough alone. Vicky's been a widow for a couple years now. And we've settled into, you know, a pretty comfortable relationship with the kids and work. So tonight, I invited her to dinner, and I took what I thought was the next logical step. I proposed the next logical step. Remarriage.
She turned you down?
Oh, yeah. You know, she did that all right. But, you know, it's kind of a relief. Because I realized that I've been spinning my wheels. And it's about time for me to put the past where it belongs, and that's behind me. And stop begging for table scraps and start living life again.
Were you expecting someone else? Well, isn't this perfect? A lovely little room at the top of the house for an angel. Is it kind of like living at the top of a Christmas tree? If there's something I can do for you, you're very dedicated to your work, aren't you, Barbara?
Yes, I am.
When Kevin was so ill, you were with him every step of the way.
That was my job.
It was more than that. You became his friend. And his brother's friend, and his fiancé's friend, and now his fiancé's father's nurse. David, by the way, adores you.
Well, I'm very glad. I'm very fond of him myself.
Is it always that way?
What?
That your patients and their families become so attached to you, and you to them. It must be. Because what else explains your extraordinary courage when you went to Kevin's rescue with a gun and a hypodermic needle?
I'm not exactly sure what you're getting at, Mrs. Hayes.
Now that I'm married, I prefer to be known as Dorian Lord Hayes. But you can just call me Dorian. My daughter has been through a very difficult past few years. And now she seems very happy because of her engagement to Kevin. So I just want to thank you for everything that you have done to help make that possible, and everything that you will continue to do in the future.
You know how long it's been since we've had a whole evening to ourselves. Kevin?
I'm sorry. I was just thinking, you know, I haven't heard from my source on that call that Sykes went on with Drew, and, you know, maybe they have Todd. I should probably call him.
Kevin, we are going to forget about Todd for one evening. Come on, honey. I want you to take some of this wonderful energy that you pour into your work and direct it toward me. Come on. You're so tight.
I know. I can't relax with Todd out there. That's what the problem is.
No, you can't. You see, and I have this wonderful plan.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
God, you're so beautiful.
See, it's more like it.
Very tempting.
Oh, I like a man who can be tempted. I love you so much.
It looks to me like there's a little contest going on here. You think you're going to win?
Sam, I'm not even going to play.
Oh, good. Well, then come play with me, all right?
I will. Oh, Lindsay, thank you so much for the dress, but I won't be needing it until the morning.
Lindsay? Blair?
Nora?
I'm sorry if this is a bad time. I need Sam.
Sure.
Hi, you okay?
It's about Rachel. I'm downstairs in the lobby.
Hold on. She's downstairs in the lobby. It's about Rachel. Look, I can tell her to another time.
No. It's important. You gotta go.
Meet me in the restaurant. 5 minutes.
Oh, I guess this is just the price you gotta pay if you hook up with a really, really nice guy.
Rachel sleep?
I thought you left.
That's probably as close as she can get to living up to that high standard of yours. When she's asleep. It's gotta be tough.
RJ, this is not about me.
No, that's the right answer.
Look, she's my daughter.
And you'd do anything for her.
That's right.
Except the one thing she wants. Trust her. But no, you and Nora are too afraid that she's not ready for this. You're afraid that she'll do hard time.
You would know about that, wouldn't you, RJ?
Yeah. And I'd do anything if she didn't have to learn about it. But the difference is, I trust her. You say she's tough, but you don't believe that. I do. And Rachel knows I do. If you want to help her, just believe in her. That's all she's ever wanted. That's all she's wanted from you and Nora.
I'm afraid for her, RJ.
Oh, yeah. You're afraid she'll go bad in jail. You're afraid she'll use drugs. If you're not there to set a fine example, if you're always afraid she'll fail, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Don't you see that?
And you're giving me advice.
Imagine. Look, it's not the end of her life. Whether or not she goes to jail doesn't matter nearly as much as how she comes out of it. She'll be fine. You just gotta stand by her, Hank. That's all she needs. That's all anyone needs. A little trust. A little faith.
Hey.
Rachel won't listen to Hank. She won't listen to me. Sam, you've got to convince Rachel to plead not guilty.
Whoa, just slow down.
I can't slow down. Everything just seems to be happening so fast. Rachel needs your help.
Okay, what Rachel needs right now is a mother who's not flying off the handle.
I just feel this is really my fault. I didn't give her the morals. I didn't give her the ethical stability, the support.
Nora, who's giving you support right now?
Oh, Hank's at the house with Rachel. RJ's been there.
How long will Bo be away?
I don't know. It depends upon the governor. This isn't about Bo. This is about my daughter. I have to do something.
Tonight?
I'm sorry I bothered you.
No, I'm sorry. Nora, go home. Tell Rachel that you love her. And tell her that she's not alone.
If anything happens to him, there'll be no place he can hide.
I'm going to see him through and prove to you who I really am.
You're more ruthless than any of us.
We are through asking for your permission to love each other.
You were that close, Carly!
General Hospital, ABC Daytime.
Thank you. How's your ankle?
I think the swelling went down. See? Ow, ow, ow.
Careful. Here, I'll help you. How are you?
Good. It just hurts.
Hmm?
It hurts.
You know, I think maybe I better carry you to your room.
Well, I think that's a good idea, Doctor.
Please don't get up on my account. Nothing makes me happier than seeing the two of you so much in love. Unless, of course, it would be that you would set a wedding date.
Oh, Mother, don't be pushy.
Who, me? Good night, darling.
Good night.
Good night, Kevin.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Is there a problem? Yes, I'm afraid there is.
What is it?
I won't be able to stay on as David's nurse.
Blair? Blair?
Blair. Miserable little Twinkie. She took my clothes. And I look like a big circus tent in this.
Well, I think we should just take that off.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live. Tomorrow on One Life to Live.
Who's it from?
Lindsay Rappaport.
What's bothering you?
Are you fooling around with Nurse Barbara?
You happy now, Mrs. Manning?
Tonight, is married life really better? Why some women are discovering they are happier after divorce on 2020 ABC Tonight. Your inside scoop into Landview is on abc.com. Log on for bios, pictures, history, and a sneak peek today.